Stoke Campbell Stadium, and you might as well get used to the sound you're hearing. The Seminole War Chant is going full throat. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the SMU Mustangs taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Mustangs will put toe to leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Florida State's offense is on the field for the first time today. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too. I swear, when you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the community say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
The Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. He'll come out throwing on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. There's always that issue of conference pride, of keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all offseason. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
He finds his man. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Mustangs offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Extending the play. Going to try to get it himself. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down. And the Mustangs will hustle to the line.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Quick pass on the fly motion. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Handoff from the gun. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Tempo and overdrive. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. From the gun, running back gets the give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. The give from the gun. Able to get one down to the 15.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz.
And it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Dances away. He'll pull it down and run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Marquez. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. After picking up this first down on the ground, let's see what they do. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly complete.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Mustangs. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the Mustangs racing to the line in a hurry-up. Pulls it and fires to the left. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Here comes the hurry-up. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the run, it's Marquez. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And it's intercepted. He tried to set up the screen, and the defense was right there. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And you don't see this very often, the big defensive linemen. You see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. They're working that left side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Seminoles are threatening in the red zone. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
Fast motion from the offense. He's going to pass on second down. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, no!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half, down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, and made a nice tackle.
Got his man in the middle. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Quarterback keeper. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown Seminoles. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. On second down, just keeps firing. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. This is a 3rd and long. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
The Seminoles will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? And the Mustangs will punt it away on fourth down. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He'll field the punt and look for room. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Florida State. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Texas is down right now, but there is still a ton of football to be played. And for a program that ranks inside the top 10 all-time in wins, don't be surprised if they come back. They're trailing by just 4 to Alabama. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. He's got great speed. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense he wants to go deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
Man, these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide receivers, you still expect them to fit that ball in there and make it happen.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught in the backfield, it's Reed. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, Give on the inside. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Touchdown, no! And the stomping has commenced. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Flores. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory, now 1st and 10 from their own 45. Finds the tight end. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They'll try the right side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Good timing on the quick out. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain.
You know, and I think they were a nickel package right there, and I like that because you bring an extra DB on the field. Now is that guy covering, but you can also blitz with him. He can chase down the quarterback and force 4th downs. I love when they bring in the nickel package.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Complete to the left. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So
fires and picked off. Looking for more room. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for room, it's Marquez. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The freshman able to get home with the sack. The Mustangs send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it.
I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's going to pass. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. 1st down to start the drive after the break. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll run it from the gun. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting 1st downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
The Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Feeling some heat. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. On the move. And the ball is loose on the return. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And, man, David, you couldn't ask for any better starting field position than this.
This is as good as it gets. Defense made the play. Now offense gets a chance, Jesse, to go cash this in.
Yeah, they got to pay this one off, too. They would love to be able to go out, be physical, and run this thing in, put a touchdown up on the board.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Motion from the offense. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Lets it fly. Touchdown Seminoles. And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
Dropping back, it's Velez. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Finds his back in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. And they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida State. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Looking for a man. It's Velez. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll throw it on first down. Firmly in. He's going to let it go. And it's caught inside the 25. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On third down, he drops to throw. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, no! And the pummeling has started. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in week 4.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the returner goes down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Offense getting set for first down. They go to the draw.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've got, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Looking downfield, it's Velez. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Trying to find his man on first down. Dumps it to the back. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played.
Nothing but green ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I'll tell you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
Throws toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
They're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
73, SMU, 17.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today, they were not good enough.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Seminoles. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split them out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And he made the extra point without problem. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
SMU 17.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down.
And the SMU offense will take over.
Here comes the offense on first down. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Deep zone coverage here by the defense. Dropping back, it's Velez. Getting some heat. Hit as he throws. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Winning can become a habit.